There we go. Sorry about that. This is one of the problems with this game not staying active when it's not, the window in focus. But anyway, greetings and welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining me for a little bit more, Ori and the Blind Forest. And, Dumbledore, I don't really consider myself to be a game journalist. I am more a professional game enthusiast. I don't really focus so much on reporting on games. I'm more about experiencing games together with my audience. I honestly think I would make a pretty poor game journalist because I actually say what I think, for one thing, rather than being paid to say something in particular. And furthermore, I have a really hard time keeping to the timetable I would need to keep if I were going to be a game journalist. It's already been a week since PAX, and I haven't finished editing any of my footage. And if I were a game journalist, it would be absolutely crucial for me to have that stuff up and ready literally as soon as it was done being recorded. So I don't think I would make a particularly good game journalist. Oh, yeah, there's that, Artista. I don't actually complain about the difficulty of games I've never played before. Well, not that much, not unless I think there's actually something to criticize, but... Confused Cultist, welcome! Thank you for coming to join us. I'm glad you could make it. Nesterados, never mind the Souls games, did you see the Kotaku article on the FF7 Remake demo? Oh, the hell with that, Omega. No, I stay the hell away from political discussions. I don't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Because unless your channel is explicitly built around that, and often even when it is, it's just inviting all kinds of trouble and toxicity and everything that I like to keep as far away from my channel as I can possibly manage. Sterling isn't really a game journalist in the classic sense. Kev. I mean, technically he is, but he's one of those countercultural game journalists who actually, again, say what they think and are not bound by brand deals or money or any of that stuff. He reports only to his Patreon supporters, which is really, frankly, the way I think game journalism and any kind of journalism should work. But that's in a perfect world. Nesterados, the guy who wrote the Kotaku article on the FF7 Remake demo, basically complained about it being so hard that it was impossible to play. I agree, Yami. I don't think he does. I think he kind of sees himself more the way I see myself, as just somebody who enjoys games and who tells the truth about them. Or, at any rate, what he believes is the truth. Like I say, Artista, he counts on a technicality, but he doesn't really work the same way that the bought and paid for industry game journalists do, which is fortunate. Well, rubbish, Jim is several characters. But yeah, he, He's basically multiple parodies of himself, so... And yeah, game journalists don't really... They're definitely not typically experts on games. Let me see if I can find it, though. Let me see if I can find that article. I think this is it. I think it was the article that says... Oh, wait, no. Oh, it might have been this one. Yeah, March 2nd. I think this was it. This is the one by Jason Schreier, I believe. And... maybe it was a tweet, actually, because looking at this article... This doesn't seem like the one I'm thinking of. Does anyone have a link in chat to the article that I'm talking about where... Or maybe it was a tweet. Yeah, Monty, game journalists these days are more like game pundits. They're people who aren't even really experts on the subject they're supposed to be educating other people about. They just happen to have a particularly proliferate platform for their hot takes. Speaking of which, have you guys heard that Reggie Fils-Aimé is now on the board of directors of GameStop? Speaking of hot off the presses... GameStop has been, I guess, restructuring their board of directors because they realized they were going downhill. And I guess finally, after all these years, they decided, hey, wait a minute. Wouldn't it be a good idea to hire people who actually know stuff about video games to guide the company that is literally selling video games? Maybe he can, Omega. I'm going to be following this with some interest. I wonder how much Reggie will be able to do. I wonder if they're at the point where he can still save them. I kind of have a feeling they're probably past the point of no return. I'm not sure even Reggie can save them now. But boy, if anything, I feel bad for Reggie. I just mentioned it in passing, Drax, because I found it funny. All right, let me see. It might be... I can't seem to find the... Oh, it was Chris Kohler. Here it is. I think I did find it. Because some other news outlet is reporting on it. This is it. This is what happened. Hey, Eravon, welcome. It was Chris Kohler, and basically, it was on Twitter. I thought for some reason that it might have been on, like in an actual article he wrote. But it was not, in fact, Jason Schreier, but it was on the same day that Jason Schreier published his article, which is probably why I mixed them up. because I read them both on the same day. And basically, Chris Kohler tweeted after playing the demo, wow, did that Final Fantasy VII Remake demo actually send my interest plummeting? I have basically zero idea how to play the that first boss fight. A million interlocking systems thrown at you at once. Make sure to attack, but also heal, but also you can't heal, but also use magic, but also you can't use magic, but also make sure to stagger the enemy, but also he has a barrier, but also hide behind this debris, but also. Now, this guy clearly was not playing on the classic mode, which was, I think, very deliberately provided expressly for people like him. And this article goes on to say, which I find amusing, among many gamers, Kotaku doesn't have the greatest reputation as it is. Often cited for putting politics ahead of actual game journalism, which, boy, is that true. Kotaku has become the meme of gaming news outlets, and let's be honest, not the only meme. Polygon and IGN and the other big outlets are up there too. This was evident in the hilarious responses to Kohler's tweet. From Pimp Master Broda, if the demo is that hard for you, please avoid complex activities IRL like driving, walking and breathing simultaneously, or dancing. Those also might be too difficult for you to reasonably handle. Another tweet says, they should have made a journalist mode, which they did. It's called easy and or classic mode. Wow, I consider myself a casual with limited gaming experience, and I could follow what was going on in the demo. You're supposed to be a video game journalist, so I think you should at least have the skill, you would at least have the skill set to navigate through what I consider maybe mid-level game mechanics. Says Donald is making some changes. Journalist mode for the win. It just cuts directly to the end credits, says Malachi 1001. Kotaku features editor can't play a demo. This isn't Dark Souls here, yo. Y'all really keep making this website look exactly like what it's worth. Not much, says Adam O'Patrny. Game teaches mechanics before first boss. Still can't play game, says not someone you blocked. The dialogue tells exactly how to beat the boss, says Daniel Lee Paquin. The author of this article also says, I could not miss this opportunity, and apparently he replied to that tweet saying, might be a stab in the dark here, but shouldn't a game journalist be a halfway adept gamer? Just saying. Drew T. So, there have been a number of responses to that article, all of them equally sardonic. And all of them, I think, rightfully sardonic. Because the state of game journalism today is such that if I were to decide I'm going to focus more on being a journalist and reporting on these things than on just playing the games and sharing the experience and doing what I feel to be the more authentic thing, which is just playing the game and giving my honest reaction as I go, and just having everyone here with me to witness it, for better or worse. Even if I were to do something more along the lines of standard game journalism, I, at the very least, would make the effort to learn a little bit about the game first before just getting in, mashing a few buttons, and then deciding that when the game didn't hand me an easy victory, it was unreasonable. Anyway. Yeah, something like that, Marty. Alyss, we're just talking about the Kotaku editor who played the FF7 Remake demo, apparently didn't read easy difficulty as journalist mode and went in on normal and then whined that it was too hard because he couldn't be bothered to read the instructions or pay attention to the tutorials that the demo very explicitly and clearly hands you. You know, maybe he could have done what I and most other content creators on Twitch and YouTube did, when the demo became publicly playable, which was to play it more than once, to take a little bit of time with it and learn it a little bit better, right? Hey, Kool-Aid Man, good to see you. Yeah, Ori is looking pretty good so far. Erevan, PM me on Discord. It'll be easier. Twitter is a pain. I rarely check my Twitter messages to begin with. If you need me, Erevan, just send me a DM on Discord. Not only can they not read Confused Cultist, but it seems that quite a few of them can't play either. This is the first one, Kool-Aid. This is Ori and the Blind Forest. There we go. Which I should actually probably make some effort to focus on now. Oh, the audio's off. Hang on. There we are. So, just a little bit of catching up on recent events, I suppose, before we get the stream started, since, you know, it's relevant. Yeah, it wears off pretty quickly, doesn't it, Monotone? It doesn't take very long. Oh, I did hear about that, Nestorados, yes. Nestorados, never mind the fact that all of the original SimCity games were offline, and they haven't changed much in the past 25 years. I played the hell out of SimCity 2000 as a kid, because my parents thought it was somehow educational, and so they were actually willing to spend the money to buy it. So it was one of the few games I had as a kid that I could actually play. Yeah, Yami, but that's what you and I were just talking about before the stream, Yami, is boomers, right? Clueless when it comes to technology. Respect its players, Rubbish Binge, right. Yeah, dang memes, I don't get it. These are people who know almost nothing about video games as often as not, and they're treated as authorities on video games. Yeah, Akime, and there was a SimCity game for the freaking SNES, where you could release Bowser on the city, like a giant Bowser that was basically Godzilla. I think if my parents had realized that, they probably wouldn't have bought me the game. Well, the thing is, my parents, especially when I was a kid, and when computers and video games were only just starting to become popular in North America, they had a really, I mean, their idea of educational was already outdated in 1995. They basically just listened to whatever the mainstream media told them about video games and education. And their idea of educational was essentially tied to how violent a game was or was not. They basically thought that the level of how educational a game was inversely proportional to how violent it was. So that therefore, a game like SimCity, which as far as they knew was just about building cities, couldn't possibly be a violent game, and so therefore it was probably educational. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there building cities only to turn loose natural disasters on them and watch the world burn at the age of 9. Little did my parents know. Another good example of that kind of game was Super Munchers. I believe I was around 9 years old or so, 8 or 9 maybe, when we were at a software store in the city of Boston, actually, and I was looking at the games, because there wasn't a lot in the way of PC games at that time. We had a home computer, which basically was supposed to be mine, but my father ended up hijacking it more often than not for his own purposes and monopolizing it. But I was able to convince my parents to buy me the game Super Munchers at one point, and Super Munchers was kind of, it was a trivia game. How educational it was, well, it was kind of questionable, but the premise of Super Munchers was that you play as this little green Gumby-looking guy named Muncher, and you move around like a 6 or 7 by 6 or 7 grid, and each square in the grid has a different answer in it, and at the top of the grid there's a subject, and you basically have to double-click on the correct panels in the grid with items that match the subject. So if the subject is musical instruments, there'll be answers like guitar, piano, oboe, cello, and then they'll be mixed in with other answers like Brazil, cheese pizza, you know, New York City. And you have to direct your muncher to eat the correct answer. And while you're trying to eat the correct answers, there are these creatures called troggles that are wandering around the map, vaguely acting as obstacles and chasing you, trying to eat your muncher. And for a game that was supposed to be educational, most of the gameplay basically revolved around avoiding the troggles and not getting eaten, and then if you got enough correct answers in a row, you would basically do kind of a supersonic thing where your muncher would transform into a super muncher, and then he gained the ability to just, like, brutally murder the troggles that were wandering around the grid. So it was essentially just a somewhat more complicated version of Pac-Man. And my parents were like, yeah, no. Let's just glance at the front of the box, not even read the back. Oh, okay, looks educational, get it for him. Cool. That is amazing, Omega. I've done some pretty impressive ass pulls for high school assignments in my day, and college. But that's a good one, Omega. Props to you for that. Yeah, Nestorados, it's always funny how ignorant parents can be about that kind of thing. New York City cheese pizza is your password. Well, Kool-Aid Man, thanks. I'm gonna just go have a look at your credit card account now, I guess. True, Akime, true. Alright, well, let's see. Was Ansem a preacher? Great, Akime. Age of Empires claiming you'll be learning where... Yeah, wait a minute, Monotone, isn't Age of Empires the game where you can basically conquer the world as Gandhi? Oh, that's Civ. Okay. Hello, Aetherpact. Welcome. Gandhi and his... Okay, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I've seen all the memes with Civ. All this stuff about Gandhi developing nuclear weapons and basically conquering the world. All right, let's see. Yeah, Omega, I figured it'd pretty much be something like that. It's really easy to find just enough parallels in pretty nearly any kind of modern media that you can convince those zealous Jesus freaks that it's really just an allegory glorifying God or something. Civ 2 Gandhi bug? What was that, dank memes? Amazing, Nestorados. Fantastic. Yeah, Omega, that's... I mean, Disney's involvement is horrible for an increasing number of reasons, but it definitely makes it easy to convince people of boomer age that anything tied to Disney is somehow family-friendly and Christian. All right. Oh, wait a minute, Omega, you had to write that essay for your parents? Oh, okay, dank memes. I gotcha. So he goes from being really pacifistic to, like, trying to conquer everyone around him? That is amazing. Hey, Musti, welcome! Oh, okay, Omega. Were your parents, like, super strict Catholics or something, if you don't mind my asking? Is that why they made you do that? Gandhi was supposed to be at 0 hostility, but when you lowered it, there were no... Oh, I see what happened. It rolled back over to the top, making him ultra angry. I see. So, 0 aggressiveness was the most aggressive then, Maudie. I got it. I think. That's amazing. God, I love that. That's the dumbest. It reminds me of the episode of Celebrity Deathmatch, where they had Gandhi versus, what was it, versus Genghis Khan, I think? But Stone Cold Steve Austin ended up accidentally switching their brains or something when he was summoning them with a time machine, and then Gandhi became super aggro and killed everyone. Oh, they intentionally made him super hostile and later. That's awesome, Mad Dragon. I love that. I love retcons based on bugs. Fascinating, Omega. Sounds like it's lucky for you they had that epiphany. Congrats, Musti! Sounds like you've got quite a lot to play through then, huh? Hey, Bob. He's pretty hostile in Civ 4. Nice, Nestorados. Sounds like I'm gonna have to do a deep dive on these Civ memes. Really, Omega? That is bizarre. Your mom showed you how to play Link to the Past, and then you had to convince her to get you Kingdom Hearts by writing her an essay on why Kingdom Hearts was... I think your parents might have just gone through a phase, Omega. That's what that sounds like. Yeah, Musti, keep me updated. Let me know which ones you try out and how you like them. Oh, really, Yami? Yeah, Omega, I guess some parents are just better at separating that than others are. My father was always too lazy to spend any time or effort on anything related to religion. We would go visit the few members of his side of the family who lived in America every Christmas for a long time. But that was pretty much it. My mother was the only one who really pushed any kind of religion when I was a kid, oddly enough, because normally she was the really lenient, tolerant parent. But she told me later the only reason she did it was to preserve the tradition, rather than because she actually believed in the religion itself. So it was more for her that she had just grown up, singing the songs on Hanukkah and going through just the very, very brief basic prayers. It was just a routine for her, and that was the only reason she really kept doing it. And she just saw it as a way for me to kind of stay involved and maybe to pass that stuff on to me. Granted, I wish that she had decided to pass the languages on to me, but Just goes to show how backward the attitude of that generation tended to be. Yeah, Alyss! My aunt, my mother's sister, when I was, I think, 11 or 12, got me a Game Boy for my birthday. It was the single best gift I've ever been given by anybody. And my parents were livid because I played that thing all the damn time. And I was constantly borrowing games from my friends for it, which my parents had no control over because I would always do that at school. I would always keep it hidden where they couldn't find it, and I would always bring it with me on trips. It was probably the best thing I ever got as a kid because it was like a game system I could play anywhere. And I could always pretend to be doing my homework and then actually just bust out the Game Boy. And as soon as my parents came into my room to check, I could just swap. The brick! Mad Dragon, the original one, the gray one. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of footage of Mad World, Omega. I guess if you were really young at the time, she could be forgiven for that. Oh, the old grape Game Boy Color. That's a good thing, Alyss. Although, Alyss, you are fortunate. Let me see. You are fortunate that your parents did not decide to just patronize the hell out of you and get you one of these. Yeah, that's the one I had, Bob. Hey, Lord Luis, welcome. Yeah, Alyss, but those things were good way beyond the end of their life cycle. Like, the next handheld console I got after... a handheld system I got, rather, after the original Game Boy was a DSi and a DS Lite, both of which I bought with my own money in Japan in actually an electronics store in Akihabara in 2009. Bob, there were battery packs, like rechargeable Nintendo battery packs you could buy for the brick Game Boy that worked really well. I ended up getting one of those, and it was quite good for what it was. What Rubbish Binge? The Game Girl? The Game Girl existed because Nintendo thought that they somehow needed to do something different to market video games toward girls. After Nintendo, more than literally any other company up to that point, other than maybe Sega, had gone out of their way explicitly to market video games to nobody but boys, and after pretty much every Western society, and even Japanese society to a large extent, marketed video games as, yeah, these are for guys, and then parents treated their sons as though it was fine to play video games, but they would tell their daughters, no, do something more ladylike. Learn crocheting. You know, learn how to cook. Focus on being a good housewife. So it was an unfortunate sign of the times and the attitudes of those days. Some things are Rubbish Binge, but especially stuff that would have enormous collector value outside of Japan now is selling for its original MSRP within Japan. Rubbish Binge, let me give you an example here. During the same trip to Japan when I got the DSi and the DS Lite, while I was in Akihabara, I found... Let me find a good picture of it. I found one of these. Oh, whoops, I didn't link the... Hang on. There. I found a Pikachu Nintendo 64 in its original box with all the original packaging, all the accessories included, everything like pristine, brand new, unopened. HD, thank you for the raid. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Oh, Charlie, you were with HD since the end of your stream, huh? Hello, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Greetings, everybody. Come on in, grab a chair and a hot beverage, and sit down while I forget to play Ori and the Blind Forest in order to talk about games. Hello, HD. Hello, Charlie. Hello, everybody who was watching HD play RE2 Remake, and before that, who was watching Charlie play RE2 Remake. Oh, you have, Charlie. Okay. Did you have anything to do with this raid, then? Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. It's great to see you all. Yeah, Rubbish Binge. So, I'm walking around Akihabara, and I pretty much just went into every store on that entire street just to see what was there. And in one of those stores, in one of the retro game stores, I found this Pikachu N64, like pristine. Original box, all the original accessories, everything. They were selling it for the exact same price that it was originally sold for in Japan, which was, I think, 15,000 yen? I want to say it was about $150 US. That same Pikachu N64 is going for around $300 to $400 right now on eBay. Sometimes more. And they are very, very hard to find. But in Japan, you can just walk into these stores and find this stuff for its original price. So I did end up buying that for a friend of mine back home as a gift. I'm doing all right, thanks, HD. I'm pretty tired, but other than that, I'm hanging in. Smitty, it's good to see you. Yeah, funny how that works, Smitty. You fall asleep in Charlie's stream and you wake up here with no memory of how you got here. I promise I didn't put anything in your drink. I swear. Poor Smitty. Mark, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back. The tier 3 resub at that. I haven't even gotten to Ori yet, Mark. I've been just catching up with everybody. Smitty, I'll tell you what. Since you've had the unenviable experience of waking up in an unfamiliar location, surrounded by people you don't remember interacting with, welcome to the Ragtime Lounge, Smitty. There you go. Hey, Mihawk, welcome. And Captain Dodo, welcome as well. All right, HD, enjoy your lurk. Go get some food. You've probably been streaming for a while, huh? Same way you ended up in the basement, you're used to it? Oh no, Smitty. Mr. Raindrop, you just made this Twitch account to tell me how much you love the Alundra playthrough? Oh my god. Oh, my ego doesn't need to be inflated any more today than it already has. Thank you, Mr. Raindrop. I appreciate that. Welcome to you. Welcome, and thank you so much for coming to join us. Guten Appetit, HD. Have a good dinner. Relaxing in bed with the cats. Yeah, I can appreciate that, Maudie. Are they rubbish? Well, I mean, I guess maybe they are rubbish, but you know what I mean, Rubbish Binge. Asked a friend in America to pick you up one during... Yeah, good luck getting it shipped in, though, Rubbish Binge. What happened to my ego? Well, no, it's just everyone's been nice to me, which is something I think I've gotten a little bit too accustomed to. Welcome back, Cripple Hogan. Online is region locked. Oh, Nintendo is still doing that, Rubbish Binge? Or is it only for the Chinese consoles that it's region locked? No, don't, Monotone. Don't do that. Oh, he came to visit. Okay. Yeah, Charlie, it's one of the few German phrases I'm willing to throw in periodically. Only the Chinese ones, Rubbish. Oh, of course it's a 10-cent deal. Of course it freaking is. Amazing. And we thought it was bad in the West. Well, thank you, Captain Dodo, and thank you, Charlie, for seconding that. Yeah, the starting screen is pretty hard to eat. Pretty hard to eat? Yeah, I mean, it is. I can't get my mouth around it. It's the unfortunate problem of having a 59-inch TV. I'm not tired, shut up. You're tired. You guys, I'm gonna do a mukbang and I'm gonna eat the whole starting screen, all of it. Oh God, Charlie, no, please. Oh, no. No, don't do this. The whole menu, Rubbish Binge. There you go. I missed an opportunity. Rubbish, you deserve a sub for that. Holy hell, man. That was actually clever. Unlike the rest of the freaking puns everybody else does in chat. Brrr. You guys and your lazy, lame puns. Brrr. Brrr. All right, let me see. Rubbish Binge, hang tight for just a moment so that I can make good on that promise. Come on, Twitch.
Lord wins, blessing upon thee.
Look at this. How pathetic am I, gifting out subs to my own channel. Hello, Red. Welcome. How you doing, Red? I don't remember that, Nestorados. But it sounds like something I would say. Charlie, did you just okay boomer me? Don't do that. That's not nice. How dare you use my own magic against me? How dare you? For every 5 minutes I don't play the game, I gotta go. Oh, no. Oh, I would fail that challenge so hard. Guess I better play the game then. Does it though, Smitty? Does it really? Oh, amazing rubbish. Yeah, China and lots of things don't get along very well. Am I enjoying what, Charlie? The game? Well, I'm enjoying the game enough, but I enjoy sitting around on the title screen more and talking about how I'm going to eat the title screen. Actually. That's the 10 out of 10 experience with Ori and the Blind Forest. Gotta represent those German indie devs, right? Yeah, right, Dodo. I couldn't ask. I mean, I couldn't really ask that of anybody, Charlie or otherwise. Yeah, Charlie, Moon Studios, the developer of Ori and the Blind Forest, is a German developer. German indie team. I didn't even need to look very far to find that out because they have the GmbH flag in the title of their company. Like, I don't know the first thing about Ori and the Blind Forest. I literally bought it yesterday to play it on stream. And I saw on Steam that the developer was Moon Studios GmbH, and I immediately went, oh, really? It was made in Germany? Huh. And so I did a little bit more research, and it turns out they are. I might, Charlie. I might do the second one. I'm really only about an hour into the first one because I spent most of yesterday's stream just talking and hanging out with everybody, too. So it'll probably take me the next month to finish this, which is fine, because by the time I'm done with this, FF7 will be out. But I'm thinking that if they release this on PC, which I'm certain they will, or if they release 2 on PC, then I might give it a try. No, Bob, it's fine. It's fine. Charlie is welcome to fill up my chat anytime she wants. No, don't apologize, Charlie. Fill me up, it's fine. Wait, no, that's terrible. That's not what I meant. Oh, help me. This is what having you around does, Charlie. It's contagious. No, Aetherpact, I'm just trying to stream as often as I possibly can. It's still not a full-time gig, I'm just doing my best to make it a regular thing. I guess maybe in order for that to happen, I should actually make some effort to do something in the game. I'll jump a couple of times, there we go. Now I'm playing the game. You accuse me of cheating, Captain Dodo? How dare you accuse me of cheating? Get in line? Jeez, Charlie. I didn't realize you were inundated with that many offers. Sounds like, sounds like business is booming, and so is the bedroom. Alright, where am I even trying to go now? Where did we... I think... we just finished... What did we... We just finished the hideout, I think. No boomers in your bedroom. Well, fortunately for you, Charlie, I'm a millennial. Enter and restore the Ginso tree. Okay. I see. So I guess we just have to... We have to go back up. Oh, Nestorados, what have I done? Thank you, Mojo. Save us with food chat. Pan frying a steak later, gonna finish it in the oven. 325 is hot enough. Well, for how long, Mojo? How long are you gonna fry it at 325? Wait a minute, that's not the way I want to go either. This was just an optional area. Damn it. Oh, alright. Remind me not to do that again. Monotone, a beverage to quench chat's thirst? Bleach is my go-to. Alright, hang on. Let me... Oh, that's nice. So that's what those things do. You're going to use the range to pan fry it, then put it in an oven-safe container. Oven-safe container? You mean like a glass dish? Mojo? I started... I don't remember starting that, Charlie. Okay, that... I see. Let's see what happens. I don't know, Charlie. Maybe I actually did start it and I've already just forgotten that I did. I'm no boomer, but I'll tell you what, my memory these days...
Thank you. Yes.
JJ, thank you so much for the resub and congrats on 4 years. Holy cow. I can't believe it's been 4 years. And Sugar Crow, hello, welcome, good to see you. How are you doing, Sugar Crow? You know what, Charlie? I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay, this wall is not breakable. Ah, Sugar Crow. That's so sweet that you greeted Charlie as beautiful lady. It is a very cute game, Mark, for sure. Well, Mojo, I mean, Carpaccio does exist, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing that with just any old grocery store steak. I might not be meant to be here yet. I don't think I am, but I'm gonna try anyway, because... I'm stubborn and stupid like that. this is gonna be... Yeah, what I thought. Damn it, okay. I think I might actually be able to get in there. The only question is, can I get back out? Oh, that hurts a lot. Well, Sugar Crow, I'm glad to have you, and I hope that you have at least a little bit of an opportunity to relax. Come on in, put up your feet. You don't think you ever had frame rate issues with this game, Charlie? That's odd. I should be... My PC should be at a point where I have no frame rate issues with it either, but... We were getting a few frame drops the other day. Just a few. Long and frustrating day. I'm sorry to hear that, Sugar Crow. I do hope you have a little bit more time to relax tomorrow. Steak, already seasoned, salt, pepper, chili, brown sugar. Okay. Mojo, it sounds like you've already got your recipe planned out. Are you asking me for advice, or are you just telling me what you're doing with those ingredients? Welcome back, Red. I'm not far enough in that I actually have played it sufficiently that I would feel confident giving you a recommendation or not, Red. I really want to finish it before I'm willing to tell anybody whether or not they should buy it. What should you do with the vegetables? Well, there you go, Red. Charlie's apparently finished it. Finished it? Yeah, it sounds like you've already played it, Charlie. Yeah, Nestorados, it's only on the screens where there's a ton going on. Mojo, let's see. Potatoes and carrots. Well, you could do roasted carrots, Mojo. If you're going to be cooking the steak in the oven, you could just oven roast the carrots. Oh, that's kind of you, Charlie. Thank you for doing that. Mojo, what I recommend is... For the potatoes, you could do either French fries or home fries. My personal favorite is home fries. So I would recommend, Mojo, something like this. You could handle the potatoes that way. Or really any variation. Not just cube them. There's actually, Mojo, hang on. There are... There's a specific way to prepare those. Let me get you a recipe. Let me get you a recipe that will yield a product which I am confident you will be happy with. Because you're going to want to get them nice and brown on the outside. Let me find you a good... Here we are. Oh, here's an excellent one. Rosemary home fries with pancetta, parmesan, and parsley. Even if you don't have all the ingredients for this, you can still use the procedure to cook the fries. And then what I recommend after that is oven roasted carrots. And you're going to want just some basic herbs for those. You can either do a preparation in which they are sliced, like this, or you can do a preparation in which you roast them whole. Like this. Now look, I'm spamming my own chat. Sorry, Mojo, I just don't have time to run all of those through tinyURL. I would like to try to get back to the game. Yeah, Rubbish Binge, mashed potatoes are perfectly viable as well. And Mark, absolutely, a good green tea goes with just about any meal. And Charlie, you're playing Ori 2 on Wednesday when it comes out. I'm guessing that's release day. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on chat here. Miss Bangle, welcome! Good to see you. Welcome home. I am pretty tired. How about yourself? Yeah, me too, Miss Bangle. I am pretty exhausted as well. And my throat's a bit scratchy. Probably because I've been drinking tea all day and no water. So I imagine I'm a bit dehydrated. Let me fix that here. Actually have some water here instead of tea for once today. No problem, Charlie. Do I have VSync on or off? That's a good question. I have it on. Although I guess since I'm playing in windowed mode, technically, and I'm using a third-party program for borderless full screen, I guess I don't really need VSync, do I? Let's see if this makes any difference at all. That's a good point, Charlie. That didn't even occur to me that now that I'm playing in borderless full screen, VSync is no longer probably necessary. If it's anything, it's probably the VSync, Charlie. I think you're onto something there. We'll see. We'll see if, no, I'm still seeing some juddering. It could just be that the game does not like to be run in borderless full screen. It doesn't seem as bad? Okay, yeah, I'm not showing any dropped frames in the stream anywhere, so it, I guess, is just the game. It does look smoother now. Okay, well, if that solved the problem for what everybody else is seeing, then so much the better. Thank you for that, Charlie. I appreciate that. Red, you'll notice it more when there's a lot of motion going on. There we are. Oh, good, I gained an ability point. Fantastic. Actually, I'll save and... Holy cow, I've got 3 of these already? Oh, but I don't have stomps, so I can't even... Alright, what do we got? Halves the cost of charge flame. That's probably pretty good. Air dash! Excellent. Double jump, charge flame efficiency. Okay. But it doesn't look like I even have a dash ability yet. Yeah, I don't think I have that on any input. It does look better, it's running smoother. Okay, well, good. What I'm seeing on my screen right now could well be different than what you guys are seeing on your streams, because this still has to go through a bunch of processing and encoding and then decoding before it gets from me to all of you. So it might be that VSync just eliminated a step in that process that was causing a problem. Okay, well, it doesn't look like I'm getting through here after all. Blast it. Yeah, because that wall is covered with spikes. Okay, well... At the very least, they made it so that if you're like me and you're stubborn, and you insist on getting in here regardless of whether or not you're supposed to be, you at the very least can still get back out. Oh, that was very unsporting. But yeah, Charlie, thank you. Thank you for looking into that for me. I really appreciate it. Big help. Oh, Nestorados, that's the worst. Especially for people like me with really bad OCD. Oh, okay. Oh, well, I mean, I guess I wasn't supposed to be able to do this, but... Oh, well... Screw it, can't stop me now. Damn it. I can absolutely do that. Don't at me. There we go. See? No problem. Hey, Comrade Penguin, welcome! Good to see you! Thank you for joining us. Omega, are you playing the PS3, I think, remaster of Star Ocean 3? Maybe it was PS4, actually. It might be. But either way, are you playing that one? Because if you are, I can absolutely understand why it would be a trip. The audio balancing in that version of the game is horrible, and I don't think it was ever even that great in the original either, but I seem to remember whatever version of it I played having even worse audio balance. To the point where the dialogue was flat out inaudible at times, and the game music was just overbearingly loud. Oh, okay, well, I'm not going this way. This is Thornfelt Swamp, though. But I guess I'm supposed to enter it from up above. This looks like it's an exit rather than an entrance. Oh, the PS2 version, okay. Oh, excellent, Comrade Penguin. I hope you're enjoying your vacation. I hope it hasn't been sandbagged by the coronavirus. Like it has for almost everybody else. Hey, dog, welcome. Yeah, Omega, or just switch to characters who aren't in the middle of combat so that the character you're controlling doesn't get hit when you have the battle bonus gauge active. Because as long as the character you're controlling doesn't get hit, you can preserve your gauge for as long as you want. You just have to be careful of AoEs and stuff. I guess I'm gonna have to go back through here. Ah, Comrade Penguin. Well, I am glad you at least have a moment's respite before the shit hits the fan. Hang in there. I'm gonna save here. What do we have here? Looks like I should be finding an enemy to bring over here. Save again. Oh, that's rough, Comrade Penguin. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, I can make it up here. Oh, but... all right. This... could get interesting. Wait, do I have a mapstone fragment for this? I do. Hollow Grove. Oh, this looks like someplace I'm supposed to be much later. Red, I am still definitely tired from all of that, yes. Ouch, Nestorados. I'm sorry, man. Oh, what have we here? Wait a minute. This, I think, puts us back right near where we started. Yeah, it looks like it does. Oh, wait a minute. I know where we are. This is... okay. Okay, I know exactly where we are. The question is, can I actually get up there? And the answer appears to be... no. Good night, Captain Dodo. Hang in there. Okay, so that essentially just amounted to a gigantic shortcut. However, if I remember correctly, was there not an energy gate somewhere around here? Oh, this is the hot place. Okay. This might not be where I want to go. Okay, nope. Nice, Doug. Volunteer of the Year, huh? Oh, amazing, Am. Great. Good recipe for the folks who have to stay away from work and school because of the virus. Basic ingredients only. Well, what do you mean by basic ingredients, Comrade Penguin? Those are different for everyone, everywhere. Like, are we talking eggs, cheese, milk, bread? Like, you gotta give me some specifics about what exactly you're using, what you've got on hand, you know? Oh, this doesn't blow these doors up. Great. Well, maybe if I work my way back here. Oh, maybe not. Okay, yeah, because there's an underwater route here that's not going to do me any good. I guess I ought to just make my way back. Yeah, it looks like I just have to keep working my way east. Good night, Tremere! Thank you for stopping in. We'll catch you next time. Non-perishable. Canned vegetables, noodle products, condensed milk. Well... I mean, I can only, without specifics, I can only really go by stuff I've got in my refrigerator, but canned vegetables, I mean, if you're talking canned corn or canned green beans, that kind of thing, the best you can really do with that sort of stuff is work it into either, like if you're doing green beans, you can try and fry them or like saute them with a little bit of sesame oil and some
Thanks for that.
black pepper, maybe? A little bit of lemon to give them some flavor. Sugar Crow, good night. Thank you so much for joining us. Go get some rest, hun. It sounds like you had a really long day, so I think some sleep is just what the doctor ordered. Lucky Steak, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back. I am doing all right, other than being quite tired and somewhat behind on my video editing from PAX. But, canned vegetable, like if you have canned corn, Comrade Penguin, you can do just some sweet corn with butter and maybe a pinch of salt. If you have any dried herbs or anything like that, if you have dried, tarragon can go nicely with corn and butter. You're going to want to use probably some sweet spices for that. And tarragon has some nice flavor that I think goes well. But... Thank you, Sugar Crow. Well, I appreciate your concern and theirs. Yeah, butt is perishable, Sir Goose. Mine almost died yesterday. Monotone, you shush. My god, man. I need a Dante command for you. Well, what are you likely to have lying around, Comrade Penguin? If you have eggs or cheese, you could make yourself an omelet. That's simple enough. Literally all you need is eggs and cheese, and then maybe a little bit of oil or butter for the pan. You can just season that with some black pepper and salt, and, you know, it won't be a complicated omelet. If you want to complicate it a little more, you can add, again, some dry seasonings. Like, Italian seasoning goes fairly well with omelets. If you have any, like, canned marinara sauce, that goes fairly well with omelets. You can do, like, a Southwestern-style omelet with salsa and guacamole, if you have any of that. It really depends. And if you're talking like staple foods like rice or bread, you can always make sandwiches with bread, and you don't really need much to make a decent sandwich. Just some bread, some cheese, and literally any kind of, if you've got bacon or tomatoes or onions, anything like that. Yeah, Doug, but why would you want to hasten your own demise? Yeah, if he's got dried chives, Cheeker, maybe. I doubt he's going to have fresh ones if he hasn't been able to go grocery shopping for a while. Oh, okay. Comrade, I thought you were saying that you were already under quarantine or something, and you hadn't been able to go grocery shopping, and you were desperate for ideas for what to do with what you've currently got on hand. If you're talking about you want to prepare, then I have a better set of suggestions for you. What I recommend, Comrade Penguin, is get yourself like a 10-kilo bag of rice. And I recommend you get yourself Thai-style rice for this, because it has a better consistency. And then what you do is you get yourself pretty nearly any kind of curry paste. Yeah, any kind of grains, Sir Goose. Polenta, pasta, rice. I'm going to recommend rice in this case because you can get premixed curry paste or curry powder that is either non-perishable or that might as well be non-perishable till you open it. And you can keep this stuff on hand and just make rice whenever you need it, and then mix it with some curry paste, or mix the curry paste with some water and or canned coconut milk. Let me give you an idea here. What you can get is you can order like a case of 12 cans of really nice, very good quality coconut milk online. And I'm going to link you to just an example of that. This is a good brand of coconut milk. So you get yourself a case of 12 cans of coconut milk. You get yourself what I would do is get yourself some of this if you can find it, Comrade Penguin. The Blue Elephant brand of curry paste. I've only ever seen it on sale in the United States, but I'm pretty sure you live either there or in Canada, one or the other, and they might have it in Canada too. But get yourself something like that, because those are vacuum sealed. They last forever until you open them. Or get yourself a jar of like the Thai Kitchen curry paste. And then what you do is you mix the curry paste with a can of coconut milk in a pot, and you simmer it, and boom, you've got your curry base. And then all you've got to do is throw some diced vegetables into the curry base if you have them. And even if you don't have them, you can just pour the curry base over your cooked rice. And you've got a simple but really, really flavorful curry there. This sustained me as a starving college student for a fair few years. And it was a lot better than having to just subsist on plain pasta or instant ramen, because curry paste is not all that expensive, but it adds a huge amount of flavor, and the coconut milk as well. And the rice is filling and not all that expensive. Yeah, screw you too, motorcycle guy. So you get it's a basic meal. It's not the most nourishing, but it's better than just plain rice, and it tastes a hell of a lot better. And literally all of the ingredients for it will last forever in your cabinet until you decide to open them. And even once you've opened a bag of rice, dry rice is not going to expire anytime soon. Thai Kitchen is all right, Doug. My preferred brand is the Blue Elephant because it's like a really high grade of moist curry paste, and it's made in Thailand. So like it's a really authentic recipe. It's got all the really good stuff in it. Its flavor is fantastic. And the ingredients are top notch. Like they actually use ingredients that are native in Thailand. Actually, I can help you with that, Comrade Penguin. Check this out. And even if you don't want to go for the Blue Elephant brand, if you simply run a search for Thai curry paste, yeah, comrade, freeze some chicken thighs and freeze some fresh vegetables as well. What I would do is get yourself some, like bell peppers and tomatoes and whatnot, those kinds of things. Dice them in advance and then freeze them. Because when you thaw them out, it's going to be a lot harder to cut them. So pre-dice them, put them all in a nice big container in your freezer, and then that way you can just throw them from frozen into your curry base while you're simmering it so that you've got fresh vegetables to go. You could also, if you can find them, you can buy individually quick frozen vegetables at grocery stores in plastic bags in the freezer section. That would be a good bet, too. You can get frozen berries and stuff that way as well, like blueberries and strawberries. Yeah, Doug, I know that Stop and Shop carries Blue Elephant curry paste. They'll usually have it in the ethnic section, along with all the other Asian stuff. But failing that, the Thai Kitchen brand is fairly decent as well. I've had that a few times, too, in the United States, and I think they might ship internationally. So if you're looking for that, they do also make a wet curry paste, which is pretty decent, really, all things considered. And they make a variety of them. You can get red curry, green curry. I think they might make a yellow curry as well. There you go, comrade. There's a link to the Thai Kitchen stuff. Yeah, Sir Goose has a good suggestion there as well. If you buy, you can buy in bulk, in fact, lentils of many different varieties. Dry lentils will last pretty much forever as long as you don't let any pests get into them. And you can always make soup out of them. You can always add them to curry. You can just cook them plain and then throw them into a sauce. If you've got black beans or kidney beans, you can do a Mexican-style refried beans recipe with just basic seasonings. If you learn how to make your own flour tortillas, you can just keep a sack of flour on hand, dry, and mix it with a little bit of water whenever you want burritos or tortillas or anything like that, quesadillas, whatever, and just make your own tortillas in a frying pan with a little bit of oil. So I guess get yourself some cooking oil, stock up on that. Get a huge bag of rice, maybe 2 if you're really worried. And just get plenty of dry seasonings, like dry herbs and spice blends, salt, pepper, that kind of thing. Yeah, Sir Goose, it's super, super easy. It really is nowhere near as difficult as it seems. Let me show you, in fact. Because there's a pretty good video by, I believe, an actual Mexican mom on exactly how to do that. Well, Comrade Penguin, look on the bright side. Even if you're over-prepared, you'll be in a better position to help out friends and neighbors who might not be as prepared as you are. It is quite similar to making a crepe, Sir Goose, and it's actually a little bit easier because crepes are thinner so they tear more easily, whereas tortillas are a little bit more robust. No problem, Sir Goose, and they're so much better than the store-bought ones if you're making fresh quesadillas or burritos or anything like that. Having fresh tortillas on hand, hot out of the frying pan, nothing beats it. Yeah, the ones where people are panicking more are, Omega, yes. Yeah, comrade, bookmark that video, and while you're buying rice, just grab yourself some flour. Flour is useful for all kinds of things. You can use it to make tortillas. You can use it to make bread. You can use it to thicken stocks. There are a lot of different things you can use it for. Oh, well, I'm glad that that was helpful, Doug. You really, if you're making curry, you can have a much better experience as a college student not having to eat bland food all the time. Curry seasoning is explicitly designed to give great flavor to a staple grain that has almost no flavor on its own. That's literally what curry was meant to do. And if you can just master the very simple technique of blending a little bit of curry paste with some coconut milk, even coconut milk out of a can can be still perfectly good quality, and just simmering it on the stove for a little bit, you can give your rice so much more flavor. Yeah, Sir Goose, the only limitation if you're making your own tortillas is the size of your frying pan. Well, even better, Doug. I hope this has helped a little. Hey, Spyro, good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you're well. Boy, this sure has become a cooking stream. I'm sorry, anybody who is new to the channel and came here to actually see some gameplay of Ori and the Blind Forest, I apologize. This is just how it works around here. Glad to hear that, Spyro. You use this rub for chicken thighs pretty often. It's easy to make and cook. Yeah, chicken is pretty cheap. Especially if you buy the lesser cuts, like the thighs or the drumsticks. And honestly, boneless chicken thighs are usually pretty cheap, and you can eat pretty much the whole thing on the boneless chicken thigh. Well, I'm glad someone thinks so, Sexual Jumanji. Sorry to hear that, Spyro. It does sound like things are kind of up and down still, but I'm glad you're on the level now. Yeah, Monotone, I literally have to tag my streams with the cooking tag because of this. They do, Comrade Penguin. They cook well pretty much everywhere. My favorite recipe for boneless chicken thighs is to saute them in a frying pan with some balsamic vinegar, some extra virgin olive oil, some freshly cracked black pepper, some sliced onions, and at the very end, some fresh rosemary. Oh, and let's not forget freshly crushed garlic. And it's really simple. You can cook them in 10 minutes, and they make a really, really great meal when you pair them with some simple salad or, you know, some bread or something. Food prep on the grill every week. Awesome. I love cooking on the grill, Comrade Penguin. It's just, it's been kind of rainy lately, and I've been out of town, so I haven't been able to do it too much. Oh, very good, Miss Bangle. Very appropriate, too. Awesome, Spyro. What's your favorite dinner? What did you make? Oh, Omega, do you live in an area where you can't really have a grill? Like, are you in an urban zone? Because if you're any place where you've got even a little bit of a yard and you won't disturb your neighbors by cooking on the grill, you can get a really nice Weber kettle grill for charcoal grilling for $150 or so, or less, depending on whether you get it on sale. Oh, you live in an urban zone. Gotcha. Yeah, that's tricky. If you think you can get away with charcoal grilling, I would recommend getting like a kettle grill. The Weber ones are pretty good. I have a Weber kettle grill, actually, and it's what I use. Ah, very good, Spyro. Vanilla ice cream. I see you are also a man of good taste. Not that there isn't other good ice cream besides vanilla, but vanilla's the best. Fight me. Yeah, Comrade Penguin, you can get like a small charcoal grill for $50 or $60. I like the Weber ones, though, like the kettle grills, the 22-inch ones, because I usually cook food for the entire week, and it's more practical and economical for me when I'm doing any grilling, for me to just get the entire week's worth of different cuts of meat and grill them all at once, or smoke them, or, whatever it is I'm doing. Yeah, the really tiny ones, Comrade Penguin, yes. But those are the kind that you can only really cook a couple of small cuts on at a time. So it depends. Oh, you've got a firebox grill. Very good. Those are the best kind. Absolutely, Miss Bangle. The stuff with real vanilla bean is the best. Although I've been hearing lately that there's been a blight that's been killing the vanilla plants in the regions of the world that are the major producers. So the price of, like, fresh vanilla beans has been skyrocketing. I haven't, Eric Corey, because it's really expensive. The egg-shaped smokers, they're super, super expensive. I got my Weber kettle grill for something like 115 euros, I believe, when it was on sale at a local hardware store. Yeah, Omega, I'll show you a good one. In fact, I'll show you the one that I have. I think probably the best place to look it up would be on Amazon. Because they'll have product details and stuff. Oh, it wants me to log in. Great. Why you gotta be like this, Amazon? Okay. Let me see if... Here we are. And I can shorten this link for you as well. Here it is. This is the one that I have, and it's the one that I recommend if you're looking for a good charcoal grill with a reasonably high capacity. Spyro, it depends what I'm making. Usually if I'm cooking on the grill, I like to do what's called the slow and sear method, which means you cook them slowly, you cook the cuts slowly first over the indirect side of the grill for like 15-20 minutes, and that seals the smoke into them. I usually grill with hardwood of one kind or another, depending on what it is I'm making. And the slow and sear method gives the hardwood smoke a chance to permeate the meat. And then after about 15 or 20 minutes, depending on what you're cooking, you just rotate the grill grate around so that the cuts are over the hot side of the grill, directly over the coals. And then you cook them the rest of the way over the coals, which is the sear part of the slow and sear. Ha! Maybe they are, Cheeker. Maybe they are. Are you watching the stream in Google Chrome? Hello, Abcab. Welcome. Yeah, Sir Goose. It's Madagascar vanilla for the most part. And good old climate change. People, there are tons of people who don't seem to believe in it, but, well, kiss your vanilla goodbye. Charcoal with hardwood, Comrade Penguin. You don't really need a lot of hardwood in order to get a good amount of smoke into your food. You can cook over nothing but wood, Comrade Penguin. You can, but it is most efficient to use a good hardwood lump charcoal and then use non-charcoal hardwood chunks, 1 or 2 of them, for smoke. And actually, Comrade Penguin, I have a video which I will timestamp for you. Where I actually showed how to do this. At the fire pit at my parents' place. So, let's see. Let me copy URL at current time. There you go. Yeah, comrade. I cook typically with lump charcoal because it's an all-natural charcoal and it doesn't have any of those fillers or binders or any of those artificial additives that like the Kingswood and other briquette charcoal have. I use lump charcoal for the basic heat, and then just 1 or 2 chunks of a hardwood like apple or hickory or cherry or something like that, depending on what I'm cooking for the smoke. The way I have it set up at my parents' house in Connecticut, though, comrade, and it's more practical to do this if you live out in the country, which they do, but I built the fire pit there for my mother, I think a couple of years back now, and what it is they have a wood stove at their house, so they burn cordwood during the winter for heat. And during the summer, their cordwood just sits there not being used. So I built a little fire pit there so that my mother could have outdoor cookouts and whatnot, so that she could go out back in the evening and roast marshmallows, which she really enjoys doing. And she's not really at an age where it's practical or particularly safe for her to go camping anymore, especially not alone. And one of the things she misses most about camping is cooking marshmallows. So I built the fire pit so that she could do that in the safety of her own backyard. And she can. And there are 2 different ways you can cook using that fire pit as well. Which, the first one is, they've got a spare grill grate that they can just lay over the top of that frame around the fire pit. And they can just throw stuff on top of the grill grate and cook it over the direct flame over just wood, if they want to go that route. And the other way, which I've actually done a couple of times when I was back home, was the grill is right next to the fire pit, as you can see in the video there. And I've lit the fire pit, burned some cordwood, and, then just put a chair out there so my mother could sit and roast marshmallows and I could keep her some company, while I was home visiting. And then when the fire started to burn down to the point that the cordwood in the fire pit was just coals, I take the shovel, like the steel coal shovel from the wood stove, and just shovel some of the hot coals from the fire pit into the grill. And you can cook over just the hardwood coals in the grill, the same as you would cook over charcoal. So you basically get to use the cordwood twice in that way. You use it for having a nice little fire that you can enjoy outside on a nice early summer or, autumn evening. And then when it's burned down to the coals, you throw the coals in the grill and you use them to cook something. Yeah, Abcab, that was the first snow of the season, in fact, in that video. It started snowing as I was filming. And it actually snowed so much that day that everything was covered in snow, just in time for me to fly back to freaking Berlin and have my flight delayed. So, Comrade Penguin, that kind of setup, if you live in a rural enough area, can be really handy for being able to cook, even if your power goes out, or if for whatever reason your appliances aren't working, or your stove's not working, or you have no other way of cooking food. If you have a grill or a fire pit or something in your backyard, and things get really, really crazy, and for whatever reason you can't cook indoors, you can just cook like that. And all the more so if you've got some kind of a tent or like an awning or a collapsible roof or something that you can put over your grill or your fire pit just to keep the rain and the weather off. Yeah, Abcab, you don't want to do it if you have neighbors that live in really close proximity to you. Because the smoke from the fire pit can sometimes disturb neighbors if they're downwind of you or if they live right next door to you. Of course, in my case, I don't care because I have a neighbor who does that to me all the time. And he has a gas grill, which he set up pretty much right below my office window. So every time he uses that damn thing and my window is open, which it usually is just for fresh air and ventilation, I get an office full of sooty, greasy, nasty gas grill smoke. So I feel absolutely no guilt whatsoever about using my grill outdoors and watching the smoke waft over to his yard and blanket his house. Karma's a bitch. But if you actually care about what your neighbors think, Abcab, then yes. You'll want to be careful and considerate of that. I can't believe we actually now have more people watching after I went off on that rant about cooking on a grill than we did 20 minutes ago. Well, Rormelin, it doesn't produce the kind of smoke that you can see. But burning propane and cooking with propane produces vapor. And that's what ends up filling my room. I wish I could, Sir Goose. I just... Alyss, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back. I really appreciate your support. I don't have the facilities for it where I currently live, Sir Goose. My office is on the second floor of my house, and my kitchen is on the first floor, so I would have to run cables literally through the floor in order to set up any kinds of cameras in my kitchen. And even then, my kitchen is so tiny and so insufficient for streaming that I really would need to move somewhere else with a bigger and better kitchen if I were ever going to do cooking streams. Oh, okay, Abcab. See, it really depends on the geography of where you live. My parents live in an area where there are several houses fairly close to theirs, but they also live in an area where pretty much everybody has a fireplace or a wood stove that they use during the winter. So when you smell smoke, like wood smoke in the air in that neighborhood, you don't even know which house it's coming from because it's just something that people still do just as a regular practice for heating their homes in that area. So it doesn't bother people quite so much there. It could also be, Abcab, that your neighbor is burning something that isn't just regular hardwood. You know, something that's generating an unusually large amount of smoke. I don't know, Rormelin. He's a volunteer firefighter, so presumably he should know how to operate a grill, but that doesn't stop it from smoking me the hell out every time he uses it. Anyway. Ah, very good, Omega. What kind of pizza are you making? Right, I guess. We are. Damn it. Where am I going? Down here, I guess. Oh, come on. Oh, that's just insta-death. All right. There we are. That's true, Miss Bangle. Yeah, no problem, Abcab. I'm gonna try and get through this one before I worry about the sequel, but... have a good lurk and a good evening. Damn it. Damn it all. Oh, okay. Great. Probably should have saved over here. Oh, come on. Damn, those things hurt. Yet again, I forgot to save. Ah. Thornfelt Swamp. Appears to be the way I need to go. Welcome back, HD. It hasn't really gone anywhere since you left. We've been talking about food. What did you expect? Mojo, I'm almost a little bit dismayed that people keep asking me about the game because I've gotten so little progress made in the game because we keep getting distracted, or I keep getting distracted talking about other things. The game looks great. Gameplay-wise, it's okay. It's not bad. There are a few things about it that I have found a little bit tricky, like the precision of the jumps when you're trying to land on a really narrow platform. Oh, this doesn't even destroy these things. Okay. Alright, so then what even... Okay, so this isn't the right way. After all I went through to get down here. Oh, and speak of the devil, hang on a moment. It seems that my neighbor might be creating another terrible smell disturbance again. Hang on, I'm gonna have to go close my window. Sorry, I did have my window open, and suddenly my office is filled not with grill smoke, but with the overwhelming stench of some kind of horrid artificial fabric softener or laundry detergent or something. Ugh, you can taste it in the air. Mad Dragon, but that would disturb the other neighbors whom I actually don't have anything against. Yeah, yo, an assassin, when you live in tight quarters, in residences that are packed in side by side, and when your neighbors can't be bothered to use unscented detergents, ugh. Yeah, Alyss, one of my least favorites as well. Hey, breakfast! Okay. Well... No, breakfast. Least favorite smells. Okay, I think this is the correct direction. Although it looks like there's potentially another way we could go up here as well. Oh, there's stuff here I apparently haven't even picked up. Oh, right. That stuff lingers. Come on. Alright, so nothing up there. So the places you have to be standing or jumping in order to get these things to come out of their little hidey holes appear to be quite specific. Oh, but I can't reach that. Which means I guess I'll have to come back. Save that here. Phew. Alright, I guess we're not going up there. Oh wait, maybe we can, this way. Nope. They don't actually seem to drop any healing pickups, GDJ. They're more, they drop, experience. Okay, well, that looks like some kind of gate that I can't open. Oh yeah, lovely. Is it this way? Yeah, it looks like it is. Alright. I have a feeling there might be a boss fight here, so I am gonna save. Oh. Oh, it's just a dungeon. Waters of Nebel once flowed through this very tree. Now it's all rotten and dried up inside. We shall restore the flow. The Ginso tree's heart we must find. Okay. Oh! Oh, that's what that is. Got it. Aha! Okay, I guess that's, that was a secret area. Save. Wait, I can't kill that thing? Oh, I see what it is. Yeah, it's completely undamageable. Blast it. Some people certainly choose that breakfast. The older I get, it seems the harder it is for me to feel any sympathy for those people. Damn it. Yeah, it looks very clearly as though the developers presumed that you would have the double jump before you came here. What? Oh, God. Alright. So I'm guessing? Yeah. There we go. They're decent enough to give you a heal. Oh, God. Ah! I should have saved beforehand. I thought it was going to spit me out at the crystal on the opposite side of that screen. That's what I get for trusting the developers. All right. So we save here. And then I guess... Oh, I'm willing to bet. Oh, come on. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Soul Bishop. I hope it was productive. Sometimes it can be really difficult to get through to people who really need to hear the advice. No, Mr. Raindrop, I did not hear that, but I can't say that surprises me. That's pretty much been their MO for the last, what, 10 years? I'm willing to bet that this takes me out down to the lower lake. Yeah, I knew it. What a freaking troll. Oh, and how about that? This, I see. It was a secret area. I could have just climbed up here, skipped that whole section. Man. Thanks, you bunch of troll-ass devs. Appreciate that. That's the worst, because now I'm going to be looking for shortcuts through the rest of this area. Oh, that's... Where the hell even am I? Oh, I'm over here. Alright, so I guess I need to do this? Looks like something down there is smoking. I think... Yes, that destroys this. Then I'm guessing I have to drag this through here? Oh, I have to push it through here, probably. Yeah, alright. Oh! Oh, the fireballs can go through the teleporter, too. Awesome. Oh, God's sake. Alright, fine. I see. I see what we have to do. We have to push this one over here. And then aim this one that way. I got it. So that it destroys the branch blocking the left. Yeah, Soul Bishop, just more microtransaction scumbaggery, right? I don't buy games that have that kind of crap in it, you know? First of all, I don't find that model of gameplay fun, if you could even call it gameplay. And second, I don't want to support it. Breakfast, there's some new game Square is making that's Marvel. I don't know if it's a fighting game. I think it might be just a third-person action kind of game, but that's close. Right, I guess... Oh, I see. No Home, is that addressed to me, or is that addressed to Breakfast and Soul Bishop? Because I'm personally not really a fighting game guy, to begin with. So I don't really follow the fighting game scene as I would if I actually played those kinds of games regularly. I'm really only an onlooker looking in from the outside. So I don't feel like I'm really qualified to weigh in too much on the general fighting game scene. But I will weigh in on the way that they've handled microtransactions in a lot of those, especially Capcom games, but others as well from other companies. Yeah, Breakfast, but in the game industry especially, the fans often do not know what's in their own best interest. Oh, okay. All right. This one is tougher than the others. I wonder if this is part of a larger boss. What did I just get? Oh, an ability point. Wait, what? This whole thing was a mini-boss? Okay. So I'm guessing... Oh, I see. I'm gonna need... All right. Oh, dear. Okay, I'm over here. So I'm guessing I have... Oh, that's not where I thought that would spit me out. Alright. Ah. What? Okay. This gets frustrating because you can't really see where you are. And it makes it really hard to control your movement. Okay, there we go. Oh, great. Ah! My God, how the hell... Troll after troll after troll. Okay. Okay, I see. A new ability, huh? Cries of dismay I hear deep inside this ancestral tree. Riam was agile, he dashed through the air. Listen to his voice, the wisdom he shared. You've learned Bash. To use this ability, hold Y near lanterns or enemy projectiles, then aim in the direction you'd like to leap. Projectiles will be directed in the opposite direction. Okay. Oh. I see, so you can hold it. There's actually a system very much like this in Shovel Knight. Except the one in Shovel Knight is a little bit simpler and does not require you to freeze time to choose the direction in which you're going to dash. This one appears to be a bit more complex. Oh, and I'm guessing Bash attack can be used on enemies. Use Y and choose a direction. That doesn't help at all. Pressing Y in the air does not appear to work. Do they mean for me to stand here? Damn it. How is this meant to work? Am I supposed to stand on the ground and wait for him? Okay. That feels a little bit not great. Especially since the left analog stick has to be adjusted very precisely to choose your direction. And then after I've chosen the direction and I release the stick, it bounces back to neutral, but then it goes past neutral and points me in a direction I don't want to go. Oh, I think I see. Really? Can I not? Oh, it looks like I have to redirect projectiles. Hold Y. Near a projectile and aim away to reflect the shot? What? Why would you not just aim the projectile in the direction the arrow is pointing? Oh, right, but you can't destroy the... Okay. Damn it. Not only Spectre of Torment, it's in King Knight's campaign as well, No Home. PC, No Home. Because you're going in the direction of the arrow. Yeah, I guess that's fair, Breakfast. I guess if it redirected the projectile that direction, too, it would guarantee you'd get hit by it. It's just, it seems like it's a really weird way to redirect a projectile. I feel like that should have been maybe 2 separate abilities. I mean, on the one hand, it's neat that they tried to combine it into one, but it's a little bit cumbersome. What am I supposed to do? Oh, it looks like I'm supposed to... Yeah, maybe they did, Breakfast. It looks like I am meant to jump off one of the projectiles and shoot myself upward. That way? Yeah, okay. At least you can use it while you're stationary. Alright. So it looks like... I have to use that. Ah. Damn it. Aiming this with the left stick is very difficult. Because every time I want to let go of the left stick, you see it defaults to a direction I don't want to dash in. Damn it. Now it looks like I have to angle this just right in order to destroy the floor there. Unless... No, it's got to be one of these fireballs, because the slime guy's projectile won't do it. God, this, with the left stick, trying to redirect this in exactly the right direction. Oh, okay. Ah. Ah. Can you redirect it twice? That's an interesting idea, Breakfast. I will have to try that. Ah. What? Oh, I have... Damn it. Okay. Really? Oh, there we go. Well, I did it by I mean, on purpose. Totally 100% on purpose. That's exactly what I meant to do. But now I'm curious as to see... Damn it. Okay, you can redirect it twice. Yeah, Mad Dragon, again, it's an interesting idea that they tried here, but the execution is really more than a little bit awkward. It's not a bad idea. It's just it would have been really nice. Okay. Damn it. Okay, we got an energy cell. Good. I'd probably better save, actually. Because it looks like... I'm gonna have to use this to get back as well. God. Okay. Actually... requires air dash. Okay, we do have the air dash now. Then again, life efficiency would probably be really handy too. All right. What the hell are you supposed to do here? That, I guess. Ugh. Phew, okay. Princess Cat Power, thank you so much for the raid. Hello. You caught me during a particularly difficult section of platforming here. And I apologize that I wasn't able to respond right away. How are you doing, Cat? How are things? I saw that you were playing some Sekiro earlier. What do you think? Is this still your first playthrough of Sekiro? Have you played it before? Refresh my memory. What do you mean, get Shrek'd, Sokar? I survived. Yeah, Cat, it is a really, really pretty game. Definitely the music and the visuals are the strongest points so far. They did a fantastic job with this. Plus, it's made in Germany, so represent. It is your first playthrough. I'm so glad. Yeah, this is my first time through Ori. I figured that since the sequel is coming out in, what, a few days? Wednesday? I'd probably better bring myself up to speed on this one, which people have been yelling at me to play for the past, what, 4 or 5 years, I think? I figured you did, Sokar. No kidding, Bacon. I knew she'd be able to do it. I knew she would just destroy those extra bosses. Congrats, Cat. I'm really glad to hear that Sekiro is going well and that you're enjoying it. Yeah, Burning Skull, but he's hands-off now. He's not the guy solely in charge. That's the point. He's not making all of the decisions with no input in a vacuum. Yeah, Cat, and I guess you could probably say the same thing about Sekiro for yourself, huh? Although Sekiro hasn't been out anywhere near as long as Ori has. I will be, Ten the Rabbits, yes, and thank you for the resub, Ten the Rabbits. I really appreciate that. But yeah, Cat, people have been raving about this game to me for years, and since I pretty much ran out of other games to play in between now and the end of March, the beginning of April, when the just orgy of new releases begins in earnest, I figured maybe it was time to pick up a couple of the ones people have been recommending to me all this time and give them a shot. But how are you doing yourself, Cat? Are you well? Are you yourself doing all right? Everything okay? Did you have a decent day and hopefully a decent week? Yeah, Burning Skull, it's a heart-wrencher. They definitely set this up with quite a lot of emotion, for sure. Yeah, Breakfast, that's coming out pretty soon too, isn't it? I think Neo 2 and Ori 2 are this week, if I remember correctly, and within the next couple of weeks after that, there's Persona 5 Royal, FF7, Doom, Animal Crossing. Doom and Animal Crossing, I think, are on the same day, aren't they? Which I believe is where all of those crossover memes are coming from. Fantastic, Cat. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm glad life is treating you well and you're starting to work through your backlog of games. That's a good feeling. Yeah, Worm Spirit, it was delayed from March 2nd, this month, to April 10th. So we have almost exactly a month left to go from today. Today is... well, if you're in Germany, today is March 10th. If you're in America anywhere, it'll still be March 9th. So exactly a month from today. But we're getting hit with a lot. We are getting hit with a lot of new releases in a very short period of time. Which isn't an altogether terrible problem to have, I suppose. There are definitely worse problems. Oh, breakfast. Breakfast, do I need to pause the game again to... Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Get out of here with that, breakfast. Why you gotta be like this? Oh, right, Asylum Cat. That one space shooter game that people talked about once or twice. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Star Fox. Great, Alyss. Amazing. No, not that space shooter. The third person one. The one made by some company called Bungie or something. I don't know. No one knows who they are, really. Well, Kat, thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it, and it's great to see you, and it's even better to hear that you are doing well and things are going okay. Yeah, Halo, that sounds right. I'm sure that's the one I'm thinking of. All right. Well, now let's see if I can... I sure can. Franz is proud of himself. He also has no idea why he suddenly lapsed into speaking in third person. Maybe it's just been a long day. Damn it, I walked onto the freaking spikes, too. Okay. Oh. I can't create a soul link in an unsit. This would appear to be our boss. Oh, I see. Oh, alright, I got it. Oh, but they do checkpoint you here. That's good, at least. So what is this, then? Proof of concept for... Okay. Proof of concept for the... air dash ability, I guess. Slightly more complicated boss, I suppose. Oh, good, and we got a checkpoint here as well. Okay, Nestorados, good night. No problem. And good luck with the rest of moving in and everything. I really hope you enjoy the new place. I hope it meets your needs and is everything you hoped it would be. Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do. Ah! The heart of the Ginso tree once kept the element of water safe, but now it's corrupted, all foul and decayed. We have to help it, cure it, and cleanse all the blight by removing the corruption on both of the sides. Oh, okay, which means we're gonna have to do some puzzles, apparently. Can't create a link near enemies. Alright, what about here? No, not really, Sokar. I've had trouble with some of the things the game has wanted me to do because it was not sufficiently clear. Hello? What? Okay, I didn't think it would skyrocket me into the spikes. Alright. It looks like... Alright, I think I see what I have to do here. Okay, well, Breakfast, this is exactly what you suggested before might be the case for what I needed to do. Oh, but now it looks like... Now it looks like there was a third one I was supposed to do that I missed. Oh, a third and a fourth. Blast it. Okay. Okay, so I was supposed to jump off the fireball over here, land here, the fireball goes over to this platform, then I launch it at IC. Oh, this is complex. Sheesh. Okay. Alright, well... left, I guess. Yeah, Breakfast, it seems that you were correct about that. Well, there he goes. Good job, loser. What game, Mr. Raindrop? I don't even remember what Vanillaware is supposed to be working on. I've heard so little about them since pretty much ever. Holy flame frogs, Batman. All right, well... I'm kind of hoping one of these will drop a, health pickup. Chick Norris, hello, welcome! Good to see you. Hey, one of them did. I guess they're dropping enough energy pickups that I could just use this a bunch of times and heal. Great, and then I go and get hit. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, whoops. Ah. Alright, could I be meant to... Oh, there he goes. He's dead. I don't get it. I clearly have to redirect a projectile of some kind to break that wall. But where am I going to get a projectile? Was I supposed to redirect one from the explosive frog that was on this ledge and that now seems not to be respawning? Oh, there he is. Alright, hang on a minute. There is a simple solution to this problem. And it's right here. Take it easy, Cesartlu. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you, even if only briefly. All right. Ha! Oh, that's good. I didn't know those projectiles could hit other enemies. Okay, so... Ah! The crux here appears to be... All right. No? I need him to not stand quite where he is. He needs to be directly below me. Oh, okay. What? All right. Oh, great, and now that's gone and killed him. He does, Breakfast, but I can't redirect it because there's a barrier in the way. Oh, wait, no, that's not the case. Okay. No, you were right, Breakfast. I take it back. I thought I had to get one from the frog down below. Oh, okay. Now we can restore the element of waters. With this one rekindled, there's 2 more to go. Oh, alright. Wait, what? What? How? Why? What? That's not nice. What am I supposed to do? Okay. I see. That's why they give us this. God damn it! Oh. You can't just let me have my cake and eat it too. God, just let it end already. Ah! Jesus. Well, visually that section was amazing, but boy did it overstay its welcome. Yeah, I guess so, Sokar. My God. Oh, there she is. Not very happy with me. What, I have to fight her now? Fine, just give me a checkpoint first. Oh, okay, or not. Oh, this guy's gonna drown. This whole place is gonna get flooded to hell. Oh no, okay. I was expecting all the water we just released to come pouring down into this valley and just wash everything away. But I guess the point that they were going for was that Gumo somehow, I guess caught us. Ori, I thought I had lost you to Kuro's talons of hate, but it was Gumo who saved you, delivering us from an uncertain fate. Alright. But look here, with the Ginso tree restored, Nibel's waters are clear. There's no time to lose, we must make haste. The elements of wind's next, resting deep within the forlorn ruins inside the misty woods, there's a key that will open the... Why all of a sudden is this spirit's dialogue trying to rhyme? That wasn't happening before. Find the Gumon seal hidden inside misty woods. Thanks, Cat. Yeah, that that last section was almost harder than the puzzles. And I suppose that now explains how we're supposed to get through the water. Oh, we have a breathometer too. Okay. I can't believe I didn't get an ability point out of that sequence. Soul Link. Somewhere around here, I think there was Charge Dash, Water Breath. Yeah, and into every pool of water breakfast. All right, Oh. Can I get this guy to go into the water, I wonder? Hey, over here, idiot! No, I guess I can't. Okay, but they at least give us little pools of water for restoring our breath. Ah! Alright. Well, I suppose that answers how we were going to get down here. Ah! I do believe we've just killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Or Cat, if you're still here, we've killed 2 pigs with 1 stone. You'll get that reference. And it looks like we've also... Ah! He's back! Okay. Well, I have to say, the appearance of this area has sure changed. Since purifying the Ginso tree. Oh, and we had to come down here for that. Yeah, kill 2 pigs with 1 stone. It's a Final Fantasy VIII reference. Laguna says it accidentally at the Lunatic Pandora, and Kyros calls him out. He's like, isn't that supposed to be 2 birds with 1 stone? And Laguna's like, yeah, whatever. You get my point. Yeah. Tell you what, I just got the point of those thorns. Thanks, Moon Studios. Oh, these things leave lingering, okay. Well, I'm not keen to do this section all over again, so... Oh, that was a little too close. That also was a little too close. Oh, come on! Really, where the heck is the hitbox on those? And actually... Oh, this requires 2. Oh, breakfast. And Sokar, my god. Can you kill the bloodborne pigs with just stones? No, Sokar, because you can't carry enough stones to deal enough damage to even the first pig in the game to kill it. Because FromSoft decided that there needed to be arbitrary, pointless limits on the number of items you could carry in your inventory at any given time, just for the sake of inconveniencing people in PvP. Never mind the PvE balance, which is what the game was supposed to be focused on. Alright, well, I do not have enough AP for that. I would like to heal a little bit before I leave, so... we're gonna just abuse that mechanic a little. Put one there. It's really weird. The hitboxes on some of the spikes appear to be really accurate, but then on some of the other spikes they appear not to be particularly accurate at all. Okay, so that's there. Oh, that looks like we have to access it from the other side. Oh, okay. I don't recall there being a spirit gate here before. That was a little too close. I have a feeling that might be insta-death if you run out of breath underwater. But apparently whatever I need to break that barrier, I don't have. Oh, that's nice. Oh! Jeez. Okay. Oh, and that appears to be an energy door, but I don't think there's any way for me to get up there with the abilities I currently have. It feels like this has transformed into a completely different zone since restoring the Ginso tree. But it does appear as though we're... Okay, and here's another ability. I was gonna say, it does appear that we're supposed to be able to get here now. Elo was the stoutest of all the spirits, the most powerful ever seen. Now here he rests, turned into an ancestral tree. What do we get? You've learned Stomp. Alright, to use this ability, press A, leap into the air, and then down to dive powerfully towards the ground. I wonder if we can use this to break those floors I kept seeing. Oh! Oh no, I see why. It's because we did the down, what do you call it, the projectile deflection at the same time. What? Okay, for some reason I couldn't use it. Ah. There appears to be a butterfly up there? Oh, I see. I see. So we've got switches that are activated by stomps. Oh. Well, that's great. What? How? Come on. Ah. Last. Wonder if I was supposed to use the stomp on that beetle. It's weird though, it seems like sometimes it won't let me use the stomp. What? Why? Why is it, why is it causing me to... Oh, I know why it's causing me to redirect into the spikes. It's because the same button that's used for... The same button that's used for the stomp is also used for the air dash. So you end up using one when you mean to use the other. That's a pain. And it doesn't let you remap them either. That is awful. Really? Okay, I thought for sure that was what I was supposed to do. Maybe it is. Okay. We'll put that there. Why? Oh. Okay, I think. It looked like I was supposed to not directly hit him with the stomp itself, but to hit him with the AoE shockwave from the stomp. Boy, that's... Okay. It looks like there's something else up there that I can't reach yet. Yeah, that... It was very unclear what I was supposed to do there. You think you could use a normal attack after the first stop? Alright, Sokar, I'll try that, because there's another one of that enemy. There's another one of that enemy near the entrance of this area. We'll test it on him and see if it works. Because it would be a lot easier if that's, in fact, what you're supposed to do. If you just use one stomp to break the armor, and then you can use regular attacks afterward. Oh, and I bet... Yep. Wait a minute. Yeah, there's... I think there's something hidden over there, but one thing at a time. First... Oh. Great, well... Guess we get to find out again anyway. Well, it does look as though I broke the armor somehow. The thing is, I couldn't tell there if what I did was the stomp, or if it was just the... this. Because it looked like it was just the directional dash. I really wish the stomp didn't share an input with another command. I really wish that weren't the case. Okay, so there I know all I did was the stomp. So it seems pretty clear that the stomp does instantly break his armor. Alright. So this just unlocked a little bit of... Okay. Aha! I thought perhaps there might be a secret up here. And an ability cell. Excellent. Which means... Now how do we get over there? Oh, we'd have to come from the opposite direction. Oh, okay, but you can double tap down in the air to perform the stomp. God, well, one or the other, for goodness sake. Either just bind the stomp only to tapping down twice, or only to triangle. Because now, when I want the directional dash, I'm going to end up getting the stomp. Now that I know how to get the stomp without the directional dash, I'm going to have the opposite problem. Okay, this is where we broke the... That's where we released the water. There's Explodey Frog. Aha! I thought I saw something that looked breakable. This looks breakable too, frankly. Nope. Oh, I see where we are. No, Sokar. They mentioned pressing down in the air and also pressing the triangle button. Oh, well, that's great. On the other hand, the stomp does seem to do quite a respectable amount of damage. Yeah, we did. I really wish they didn't troll you like that quite so often with spikes. Okay. Good thing I saved. I'm not rightly sure what I was supposed to do there, other than if maybe there's an ability I still need. There we are. Oh, I know exactly where we are now, as a matter of fact. I tried coming through here once before. The other direction. All right. Okay, I see. All right, well, I'll tell you what, guys. I think I need to go get some dinner. I'm getting pretty hungry, and I definitely need to get a little bit of time in on my editing for the PAX footage today. Yeah, breakfast. I think that's what we're going to do. We're at about 4 hours, which is less time than I usually like to stream. But I think just in the interest of productivity on my part, I'm going to call it for today. So, well, Sokar, this will be a perfect time. We're going to go raid Nick again. Nick is once again streaming Mega Man Legends, and he's probably going to finish it up today. He's already quite near the end, I think. So, thank you all very much for joining me today. I'm going to try and stream tomorrow, but I might need to just focus on editing. We'll see what happens. If you don't hear a stream announcement from me by the usual time, figure it'll be editing. And I will catch you guys either tomorrow or the following day. So thank you all very much for joining me, and I will see you guys then. Take care, everyone.